Stop. Sorry, my phone. Sorry. So, thoughts so far. This is the first time I've ever ridden an e-bike, let alone owned one. Initial thoughts so far. I'd have thought eco would have been just a mode where I haven't just said anything on this bike yet, other than the suspension and everything else. I haven't adjusted the modes or anything, so I'd have thought eco would be taking the weight of the bike off you. But no, it does more than that actually. So it's not like it's taken 10 kilos off, probably closer to 20. And it's also an eco. You don't really feel the assistance drop off. So you know, I get 16 miles an hour and the assistance has dropped off, but I don't feel it as such. It's not abrupt. Thought I'd just give eco a bit of a go first, just to see how it feels. It's quite good, I like it. Right, let's get this review on the way then. So today I'm riding the Saracen Ariel 50E Pro. I'll insert the bike check bit in about now. So seamless that I'm actually filming in 1080p rather than 4K, and I'm in a completely different place anyway, and a different time of day. This is the Ariel 50E Pro. Very quickly, 29er, full sus enduro bike, 160mm travel up front, 158 back, lots of EP8, Shimano EP8 motor, 120mm bars. I don't really like race face stuff, so I'll probably swap these out, but actually I normally run an 800 and this felt comfortable, to be fair. So Fox 38s, these are the performance ones I think, but with the Grip 2 damper, that's what matters. DT Swiss rims, Dior 4-pot brakes, I think there's a 203 rows, yes they are. I put some nice DMR full special edition pedals on. And a WTB saddle because the stand one's a bit, yeah. The rear is Performance Flow X2 shock. It's 230 by 65, so the same eye to eye as the last generation Ariel, but slightly more in terms of stroke. It's mainly a combination of SLX and XT in terms of the drivetrain. The chain itself, I don't think it's Shimano. Doesn't look like a Shimano one anyway. And it's a 34 tooth chain ring up front. Why did I go for the Pro rather than the cheap one? I felt the EP8 and obviously the Fox bits were definitely worth the extra £1,000. Why didn't I get the Elite? Because I just didn't feel that there was an extra £1,000 of value there. That's basically it. I just felt that this was for me, the best value. And you know, I'll swap out the dropper post anyway. It's junk, to be honest. The Elite one I'd have also swapped out because that's junk as well. So we'll get a nice transfer in there. Probably swap out the bars and stem anyway because I don't really like race face stuff. I might swap out the levers, and I have a spare XT shifter anyway, so I may just take that out of spares and put the SLX one in spares. But yeah, I mean, other than that, great spec bike, really happy with it. It's a large, it looks very big. I'm only 6 foot, I'm not quite 6'1", but fits really well, weirdly. I didn't think it would when I saw it, but yeah, it really fits well. That's where the seat slammed to the post with the 150mm drop. Yeah, proper speed machine. Yeah, happy. Right, now it's over. So, as I was saying, this is the first e-bike I've owned. It's the first e-bike I've ridden. So, how I compare this to something else, in reality, I'm just comparing it to a normal bike. So, as generally advised by a popular mountain bike channel, you know, try eco out first. So, that's what I've been doing. And it's like me with a bit of steroid. As I was saying, I thought it would just take the weight of the bike off me. And this is a hefty beast. 3-4 kilo. So I thought I might take about 10 kilo off, get it comparable to a normal organic bike, but no, it seems to provide a bit more than that. But then you can tune it, and I might get the other profile set to have an eco mode, which is just comparable to a normal enduro bike, just to save battery. The motor comes in and drops off quite subtly in eco. It's quite nice. You don't feel it to abruptly coming to a stop. But let's go to trail. Oh, bloody hell. Bloody hell. It's like someone's pushing you now. So today I've only got about an hour to ride. So this is perfect. It's a bit of a power hour. I set the suspension up based on typical Fox settings. Unfortunately, I couldn't get hold of the Saracen tuning guide for this bike. All the others are working, but for this model, the link doesn't work. Tell you what, that trail mode gives you a bit of a kick when you need to get going again. I had to see what boost was like, but I'm already at the 16 mile an hour limit, or whatever it is, 15 point something, 9. I need to adjust the display up. I thought this bike would feel a bit long. Actually, it feels alright so far, but it's not like I'm chucking it around yet. I have a feeling that probably on some bypass stuff it might soften a bit long, but that's for another day. As you can see, I'm still breathing. I've got hay fever at the moment, so that's not helping. Yeah, you're actually getting a bit of a workout on it. I'm just going faster. The same energy, going faster. I just happen to have to carry this bike at any point today. It's a bloody hefty beast. Lot of buttons. I nearly pressed the dropper post then. So there's an awful rattling going on. I don't know what that is. I'm actually not sure how much grip I've got. I haven't blown the tyres up. Feels stable enough. But you know, until I get used to the bike, I don't want to overly push it. Don't really need a bike, I shouldn't have to push it. Drop it back up. What I will say is on these Saracen Ariel 50E Pros, the standard dropper is junk. I've got this hill now, so I'm going to try boost. So I've only just cut into boost, and it's a bit more harsh in terms of how it cuts on and off. I honestly thought I'd be able to go up this hill a bit quicker in boost. You know, 12, 13 mile an hour. Our cadence is quite high. I'm not hearing max apparently, so I'm not quite sure what that's about. Go back to trail for a bit, have a drink. I'd tell you what, it's felt a lot faster so far. I'm not sure there's much difference between, oh there is. Obviously I get to play with all around with that. Boost can be a bit harsh. Let's go back to trail. They're trying to cross the A40 now, so I didn't boost. Free speed for a bit. We're doing 30, 32, 33. Bike feels stable as anything. Don't know why I would have maxed out there because I wasn't looking, but yeah, this dropper post definitely is a joke. So what I normally do when I come off a hill is I to start pedaling, try and keep it speed high as much as I can, and you couldn't do that with this then because there's no assistance, so you're basically just pedaling with the weight. So that's one thing to probably bear in mind, that if you are doing a bit of free speed down the hill, there's probably no point pedaling again until you hit, you know, 15, 16 mile an hour. Yeah, boosting up this hill nicely. Nice 15 mile an hour. Spread that trail. My quads, I think they're the muscles that are in the top of your leg, in your thighs. Don't know. They are actually burning slightly. We're maintaining quite a high cadence. Apparently that's good for battery life if you try and maintain a high cadence. Suspension feels alright, considering I've only put the standard Fox setup in. I don't know if I'm about to pop up anything or anything yet, but it feels alright. It's actually quite easy to get into the attack position on this bike, it's been slightly longer. The forks need adjusting for the bit more small bump compliance. The brakes then, yeah, it worked. Then you do your 4-pot units on this, which are about as powerful as the XT ones, but not sure about the pads. So I'll probably change the pads out. I've got a load at home. Well, that was a bit weird. I shouldn't have done better than do that. So I normally get on my bike, keep the pedal down, and then bring my leg round. And obviously on an e-bike, that activates the motor. So I'm getting this bit a lot faster than I would normally. Boost's a bit addictive. People are right, these other things are like crack. So I suppose why an e-bike and why this particular one. And to be honest, I wasn't in the best state of mind when I bought it. So me and the wife had just had a domestic, wasn't talking to me. I was feeling a bit low, you know, just been in a car crash, concussion, generally having memory problems, all the rest of it. So, you know, I'm feeling a bit depressed, and you know, these injuries, and it's like I'm never going to be able to cycle properly again, and you know, all a bit compounded. So I thought, you know what, fuck it. You know, I'm probably gonna have to move out, find another house, you know, liquidate assets, get ready for divorce, and all the other things that go through a man's mind when you have a domestic. Women just seem to shrug it off, and you know, it's very, very different. But I thought, ah, fuck it. It would probably be good for short journeys, so I'm gonna have to like at least sell one of the cars. So that's why I've ended up buying an e-bike. And yeah, I mean, I made some good recovery recently. My knee's still not right. If I try and put any torque through it, it just goes. So, you know, now to get out, better than nothing. Yeah, that's largely the reason. Got no assistance on at the moment. 21 mile an hour on a level, which is good going on an organic bike. But then one weighs this much. Just in terms of why the Saracen, well, it's the only one on my list I could actually order, to put it that way. E-bike availability has been absolutely pants recently. It's the reason why this review will be released out of sequence. I'm you know, what the points of having bike reviews that you know, go out when the bike's no longer available, which has been happening quite a lot recently. I mean, Guy Kesterman, for example, he's a great bike reviewer, and you know, great cyclist and everything else. You know, quality reviews. Did a good, you know, fair review on the Saracen Ariel 50E. But you know, by the time it went out, you couldn't buy one. If you're going to do a bike review, try and get it out whilst the, you know, the bike's actually still available. That was a free speed this bit. Wasn't using any assistance anyway, I'm going too fast. I just need to put more air in the tyre. They felt alright on a squidge test, but obviously it's a lot of heft I'm carrying. When you think about it, I mean, I'm 90 kilo, the bike's 25 kilo, and they've got carrying various other crap like water and stuff. Yeah, we're probably over 120 kilos as an entire combined unit, which is a lot of heft. There's a lot for the brakes to deal with, but they're doing it. Well, at the moment at least, anyway. So we're just going down this path, which is bloody rough. Yeah, definitely this sort of small bump compliance out. We'll get the shock whizzes hooked up to this, get some settings at some point. And so largely just wanted to get out, get the video review done, and get it out before these things sell out, because they bloody will. knocks everything else off. Oh, lovely. Oh, I was going to stop here for a minute and do a review, but with that cow shit and everything around, and the fact that it's all a bit dirty, we might wait till we get to the top. Cow shit spat all up me. Oh, lovely. It's really down my leg now. Morning, how you doing?
Yeah, not bad. It's lovely route, isn't it?
What is?
It's a lovely route.
Oh, it is. You're doing it the right way as well. Unlike how it's depicted on the tourist website, you do it the other way around. So you end up pedalling up that field bit. You can just imagine that.
You're on electric there as well?
Yeah, it's the first. Only got it yesterday.
Lovely, it looks really nice, isn't it?
Oh, thank you.
Difficult to get hold of, aren't they? Isn't it?
Oh yeah, these are in stock at the moment, so
Yeah, nice.
it's basically what I've got it. So I do.
Yeah. Yeah, I one for my wife actually, so I don't mind. Where are you heading now? To the cafe?
Nah, so I'm actually heading home. I told my wife I'd only be out for an hour.
Okay.
I've got like a 16-mile route, so
Yeah.
we'll see how it goes.
So does that really fatten the hills out?
Yeah, it does a bit.
Yeah.
No, I'm not. I've got no. I'm not struggling at all. I'm only in trail mode. I'll tell you what, I'll go up to the gate and open it for you. After you.
Thank you very much.
No problem.
Good luck with the bike as well. Sounds fantastic.
Yeah, no, thank you. It's been an experience thing so far. So on the flat, great. Going uphill, great. Going downhill, bit of a compromise. But you know, I suppose it depends on how fast you want to go down these things. Oh, sorry mate. Oh no, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
So I suppose the whole flattening out the hill thing is quite true. You're going faster up the hill, you're probably not going as fast down. So, but to be honest, it more than balances out. I could really get used to this power hour stuff. Yeah, I am mindful of the fact that since I discovered trail and boost mode, I haven't gone back to eco. Big to normally jump. I'm not sure what I'll do with this. So I didn't bother. I'll boost. Still doing 60, so I'm not going to. Yeah, so I think you're getting led by. Normally I'll come off there and I'll start pedaling as soon as it starts going up. Keep the momentum. Also doing the same on this. You're putting the whole force of the bike. Until you get to 15 odd mile an hour, at which point obviously the assistance kicks in and it all balances out. So it's just a minor annoyance on e-bikes. Probably means that if you were truly fit, you'd probably be faster on a lighter enduro bike. I don't know until you get to a hill, but there are people that can grind up a hill at 15 mile an hour. So my perception of speed slightly warped. So I'm just going round. Don't see this robbing fitness. I mean, it's better to ride an e-bike than not ride at all. Just put the bike into boost mode, because as soon as I come out of this hill or this down, I'm going back up again, I think. So I'm not pedaling the motor, it's not doing anything. Actually pretty stable. You get a bit concerned going through at this sort of speed. Oh, yeah, I managed to jump the front then. So I'm just going to do a bit of a managed heft test. So I'm going down a bit where an agile bike's usually better. With like powerful brakes and stuff, whereby this is a hefty machine with not exactly top flight brakes. Not yet anyway. Change the pads, that'll be just as good. Right, so I'm going to do this in boost, different trail. Oh stingers, this is going to fucking hurt. So thread the needle. Don't want to get stung. But also I need to go where the ground takes. That worked quite well then. I think normally have a problem with the wheel going into a bit of a rut. But no, that didn't happen. Obviously a bit of an advantage of 29ers, they don't dig in. No, it's all right. We all share the path, it's fine. It's okay, you just keep going. Thank you very much. Right, mate. Thank you. That was all right, actually. I mean, considering that I had to do a little bit more control because of the pedestrians, that was all ramblers. That was all right. So into boost now because I hate this climb out of 2D. As those who have watched previous videos of this trail will have seen. It's just a big one question. Why have I got a 51.2 cassette? I normally top at about 30 miles an hour going down this road, so it'll be interesting. Obviously because I'm an arsehole cyclist I can just do this. Yeah, that was clever. Fucking dick.